To speak.
You're seeking a call to speak?
Oh, sorry.
Well, I've started to put the question, but if the member is seeking a call...
Yes, I'm seeking a call.
Brendan Horan.
Yes, thank you. Tēnā koe, Mr Speaker. I'm pleased to take a call on the first reading of the Maraeroa A and B blocks claim settlement bill, and I'd like to acknowledge the people that are here tonight. I'd like to acknowledge the people of Ngāti Rerāhu, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Tūwharetoa, Rokawa, and others who may be listening or watching to this debate on our bill. And I say our bill because I am of Ngāti Maniapoto descent. This bill to address the long-standing historical grievances of the affected iwi and hapu, and which therefore has several layers of importance to me. I'm pleased to stand in this debate on behalf of New Zealand First to support many of the sentiments previously conveyed. It is reassuring to the iwi and hapu affected by the settlement that after many years of consultation, we're now remedying these historical injustices. And that's what this bill is about, restoring justice and closure. It's about righting historical wrongs so that together we can all move forward as a country. Now, the grievances set to be rectified by the settlement stem back nearly 150 years. Initially, the iwi were employed in the clearing of the land, the felling of the mighty tōtara and kauri. But it's interesting how eventually the sawmill industry collapsed, and one of the main drivers of this industry was pulp and paper. And sadly, there hasn't been a new machine installed since the 70s. So the sustained collapse of the sawmill industry forced the continued migration of a large number of hapu to the cities in order to find work to support their families. This settlement sets out to restore rights for these disaffected iwi to connect or reconnect with their wahi tapu, to restore what is owed to them financially, spiritually and culturally. Now, traditionally, Maraeroa blocks A and B were considered a konokai, a food basket, but also a healing centre for gathering harakiki, as the Honourable Member from Labour mentioned earlier. And harakiki is one of the great healing plants of Māori. So this area was held in common by these iwi, conveying a bond of mutual understanding and benefit. So with this settlement set to be approved, we hope that these resources will enable those members in the urban diaspora communities to once again reconnect with the region and recognise it as being an important part of their cultural and spiritual turanga waiwai. He kura whenua, tia kina, mana koe I ora ai a tinana a Wairoa. The land is precious, nurture it, and in good time it will nurture you physically and spiritually. And in conclusion, I reaffirm New Zealand First support for the first reading of this bill. Good.
I will now put the question if no other member is seeking the call. And as I was saying earlier, this is a cognate bill. There are two bills, one in the name of the Honourable Christopher Finlayson, one in the name of the Honourable Tariana Turia. So there are two lots of questions, just so that people understand the process from this point on. So the question is that the Maraeroa A and B blocks claim settlement bill be read a first time. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Maraeroa A and B blocks claim settlement bill first reading.
The question is that the Maraeroa A and B blocks claims settlement bill be considered by the Maori Affairs Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question is that the Maraeroa A and B blocks Incorporation bill be read a first time. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. To the contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Maraeroa A and B Blocks Incorporation Bill, first reading.
The question is that the Maraeroa A and B Blocks Incorporated Bill be considered by the Maori Affairs Committee. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. A permission has been given for a weata. If members in the gallery wish to take that opportunity, if not, we'll move to the next business, but permission was granted. No, it doesn't appear so. So, a point of order.
Speaker, I seek leave for the House to rise for the dinner adjournment so that we can start government order of the day, the next government order of the day,
yep.
title.
Leave is sought for an early dinner adjournment. Is there anyone opposed to that course of action? There appears not, so the House will stand adjourned until 7:30 p.m. this evening.